Hey guys, Josh here, JDMegaSwagg with the double G, getting our swag on with some Battlefield 3. Hope you guys are ready for some more Battlefield 3 gameplay. It's been a minute since I've uploaded this to the channel, but today I'm going to be telling a story about the first time I drank. So if you're not following me on Twitter, there's my Twitter, go follow me. I use my Twitter to tell you guys about videos, etc, etc. And then also today I want to thank you guys. This is my 21st upload to the channel, so I want to thank you guys for giving me enough, willpower and giving me enough feedback to get me through 20 videos, and I hope to get through many more. So let's go ahead and dive straight into it and talk about the first few times I drank. Not necessarily the first time, because the first time is kind of boring, but the second time is more entertaining. So let's go ahead and dive into it. Let's see, I was a freshman in high school. Wow, that's pretty young now that I think about it. I was really young to start drinking that young, but hey, you know what? Shit happens. If you don't know, I don't drink anymore, just to let you guys know. I'm a senior in high school. I've changed a lot through my high school years, and it took me getting arrested to find out, that drinking and partying is kind of bad. And if you saw that lag there, it was not my recording, it was the game. Something happened. This is a pretty good gameplay. It's just sometimes it gets a little laggy every now and then. Like, you see that gun floating in midair there? I don't know what was going on. Something fucked up with the server, but it's a good game, so I hope you guys enjoy. But anyways, back on topic. Sorry about getting off topic there, but yeah, I mean, I've changed a lot. I don't drink anymore. It took me getting arrested to find out that all that stuff was bad. And then, but hey, I'm going to tell you guys my stories. They're kind of entertaining. They're kind of funny. So I hope you guys enjoy. So let's go ahead and start with it. I had drank before this, but it wasn't really drinking. I had only took, maybe 1 or 2 shots, a sip of beer. It was never like a full-on party or me drinking. It was just kind of like a taste test. So this was more of a party. This was more of a, hey, we're all trying to get drunk here. And it was my first time ever being in something like this, and I was around much older people. My friend's sister was older than us. She was about 2 grades ahead, if I'm remembering right, and her friend was 2 grades ahead of us. So their boyfriends were actually like 20 years old. You know how like all the high school girls think it's all cool because they date 40-year-old men, but no, I'm only joking. But yeah, their boyfriends were like over 20 years old, and so we went to their boyfriend's house, and they had a bunch of alcohol, and they also had a bunch of their older friends. So this time, the first time I drank wasn't too rememberable. I can't really remember too much about it. Not that I passed out drunk or anything. It was just more or less that I just don't really remember it. It wasn't that good of a time that I remember. I just remember trying to get drunk, and I think I succeeded a little bit, but it wasn't as memorable as the second time, which the second time was only like a week later. So I can't really actually tell you guys too much from the first actual time that I drank. All I can say is that it was a different experience for me, and obviously I liked it enough to do it again next weekend. So that's what happened. Next weekend rolled around, same scenarios, same people, same place, and we went to his house, and they bought tons and tons of alcohol, and it wasn't. We probably had about double as much alcohol as we had before. So it was definitely something that we did not have last time. I remember they brought this drink called Bullfrog. If you don't know what it is, it's like a bunch of alcohol mixed together in 2 liters, and it is potent. Let me tell you, that stuff will knock you on your ass. But, being a new drinker, they were having me try all these new drinks that I didn't know how strong they were. I didn't know, what they were going to do to me. So you can imagine that I started to get pretty fucked up. I remember I had drank a few Mike's Hard's lemonades. If you don't know what that is, it's like flavored beer, basically. And I was sitting there, and they told me that they were about to go take Jaeger bombs, and I was like, Jaeger bombs? What the hell is Jaeger bombs? So I remember I go into this room, and there's all these guys sitting down on the floor, and they're like, Josh, come drink with us. So I sit down, I'm like, okay, Jaeger bombs, and they were obviously in shot glasses, and I was like, okay, this must be kind of hard liquor, not realizing how hard it actually was and how dangerous these things are, because they mixed it with energy drinks, and the energy drink just took the taste of the Jaeger totally away, and it tasted just like fucking candy. And you could drink one after another, after another, after another, and before you know it, you're on your ass. I mean, I was drinking so much. I don't know exactly how many shots I drank, but I remember I stood up and I was wobbling and I was like, holy shit, and it didn't hit me until I stood up. I remember this, and I just kept drinking. We started doing beer bongs. If you don't know what that is, it's the funnel with the tube coming out. We started doing those, and it was just starting to get pretty crazy, and I was starting to experience what it was really like being drunk. And I remember the first few times that I ever did get drunk, I remember that I was so fascinated at how dizzy I was. I was like, man, I'm so dizzy. And like, once you start drinking more, that type of stuff doesn't faze you as much. You don't really notice it because, A, you're used to it. You know what the symptoms of being drunk are. But back then, you don't really know. This is your first time. So you kind of notice those things like a lot more than you would other things. And that was, for me, that was the main thing that I noticed on me, is I was just dizzy and I was not walking straight. I could tell that I was kind of messed up. So I was getting pretty drunk, and I remember there was this bigger guy. His name was Josh. They called him Big Josh, and it's weird because my name is Josh. So we were like, there was actually like 3 Joshes at this party, which was really weird. But Big Josh was this big guy. I want to say he was probably about even 25, 26 years old. And he asked me how old I was, and if I'm thinking right, back then I was about 14 or 15 years old. And I told him how old I was, and you know, he was just amazed. He was like, holy shit, dude, I didn't even start drinking until I was like 18. And I was like, well, you know what, shit happens. And so I asked him, I said, you know, make me a mixed drink. And he's like, alright, I'll make you a mixed drink, but if the cops ask, I didn't make you one. So I was like, okay, you know, joking around. And I don't know what the hell he put in this drink. I know I didn't get date raped or anything. That started to sound like it now that I realize what I just said. But I don't know what he put in this drink. All I know is that he put a lot of V8 in it, V8 vegetable juice. So I was like, okay, this tastes good. It's just V8 and some alcohol. And it was pretty strong, but I don't remember it going down. I remember it more coming back up, and I'm going to get into that. So I guess I started to get so drunk that this is the part where I am completely blacked out, and I'm moving like I'm still awake, and I'm still talking to people. I just don't remember any of this. So what happened is, I guess, I'm not for sure, but I guess I kind of turned into this annoying drunk, and I was just talking everyone's ear off. And I guess one of my buddies had pulled me aside, and he had told me, you know, hey, I'm kind of becoming annoying. And I guess I didn't take it too well or something, but I just dropped to the floor, they said. I just dropped, passed out. And I guess my friend said that they thought that he hit me at first, so they were like, oh shit. But, you know, once he told them that I had just passed out, they were like, okay. And somehow or another, I guess I remember there was this guy guarding the stairs because his girlfriend was upstairs in this like attic room area where she was sleeping because she was so drunk. And I was like, I just remember I just remember wanting to go upstairs and lay down. I just wanted to go to sleep. So I went up to him, and he wasn't really letting any guys up the stairs because, you know, his girlfriend was up there and all these guys were drunk. So I look at him, I'm like, man, just let me go upstairs, man. I just want to go sleep. I just want to lay down. And I think he understood me, and he was like, alright, here you go. And he lets me upstairs. I remember going upstairs, and I lay down, and then I just fell asleep. And then the next thing you know, I'm waking up, and I just instantly waking up, throwing up. And I was throwing up the vegetable juice, and I was just puking everywhere. And this is my first time ever puking. And let me tell you, it wasn't that bad at first until the next morning when I woke up. And that's when you pay for it. That's when you realize, oh shit, I shouldn't have even done anything last night. If you never had a hangover, it's probably like having one of the worst sicknesses that you've ever had. You have a constant headache, your stomach hurts, you can't eat anything. Sometimes some people get the shits. I never got the shits, but yeah, there's just a wide range of symptoms, and it's not fun. So, lesson from the story: don't drink, kids. Don't do it. It's not worth it. It's not fun. I don't do it anymore, and I look back at these stories and I kind of think to myself, God, I was kind of idiotic and immature in certain ways. But I hope that you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys got a nice little laugh out of me passing out. And I hope to see you guys in my next video. So if you haven't already, leave a like, and it would be great if you guys could subscribe. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace.